There's a new threat to AI, and that threat is artificial intelligence is tearing apart companies. People are losing their jobs. Companies do not know which way to go. This is the reason why I created the Ninja 101 AI course with an amazing partner in this course, someone that's been studying AI since 2015 from Columbia University. I want to read a story out of Axios, and it's entitled AI is Tearing Apart Companies, a survey finds. It says how employees and C-suite executives view select areas of AI adoption at their company. Let me state this. You learning about AI, whether you are an employee of a company or you are an owner of a company, is so important because not only will it make you a threat to other companies, or it will make you extremely valuable at your company. And even if, let's say, you're retired, why should you figure out AI right now before everyone else? Don't wait for some company to give you a solution, because it'll make your life a lot easier in so many different aspects. But there's a lot to this. And most people think that AI is simply getting on ChatGPT and searching for something, or having it write an email for them, or doing your homework. It is so much bigger than that. And it's moving so fast, so rapidly. I can't even begin to explain. As you get deeper and you have a deeper understanding of what AI is, you start to really, to be honest with you, become fearful of what's going to come to our economy in the next couple of years because of how fast it's growing. Let me dig into this story, but I will say, and I'm going to put a sale link to the course below. I was skiing with a buddy the other day that works at a technology company, and he mentioned that he'd bought the course, and I looked at him like, wait, you bought the course? And he goes, well, why not? It's part of my job description is to be head of AI. So I want to see what you had. And I said, what do you think? And he goes, I got through the first couple of lessons. They're light and easy, to bring people in. And then the meat started, and I go, okay, I need to sit back and watch these when I can really focus. And I can't wait to hear back from him, because that course is going to teach people, I know it sounds funny, but just how to talk into your cell phone by the end of the course. And you're going to learn how to build an app. You're going to learn how to build a simple video game by just talking into your phone. And once you start to see how this works and how you can program AI, how you need to actually be able to build the basis, the building blocks of the AI to be able to do things for you, your mind's going to open up to a whole different world. Okay. Again, it's going to be exciting yet scary. It says here, AI adoption in the workplace is deepening divisions and sparking new power struggles between leaders and workers, with half of executives saying that AI is tearing their company apart, according to new research from Ryder, the enterprise AI startup. The big picture: executives are pushing AI as an inevitable resolution, but workers aren't buying it. Let me stop and say, I went to Denver to a conference, a cryptocurrency conference, and we were focusing on the AI portion. So we were going to all the AI speaking points. It's interesting how there are people in the crowd listening to someone on the stage, and I'm watching the person speak on the stage, and I'm looking back at everyone in the crowd, and I could see that half of the crowd had no clue what they were talking about, the speaker was talking about, because they were sent there by their company's executives or the supervisors, and they have not done their research to learn anything about this. Everyone talks about AI agents, but nobody knows how to program them, right? Although it's a learnable thing. That's what we're working on in a couple of weeks, building a course on how to program AI agents. And not only that, how to put like multiple AI agents on one task to do different parts of that task, checking their own work. This is way more than a keyword. Everyone's screaming around talking about AI agents. No one's teaching you how to do it. This is important, but you need to have these basic understandings of what AI is, what these data sets are comprised of, how they're stored, and all of that kind of stuff. I know it sounds crazy, but we all need a basis of understanding of what this is, because if you don't know the big picture, if you don't see the little things, the building blocks, you can't understand the big picture. Now it says here, nearly all 94% of C-suite execs surveyed said they're not satisfied with their current AI solution, and that's because nobody knows what they're doing. 72% of C-suite leaders say their company has faced at least one challenge in adopting AI. Let me ask you this, just a quick poll. Type 1 if your company right now is starting to really talk about AI. That's like the buzzword, or they're pressuring you to learn about AI. I'm just curious if any of you are going through that right now. It says here 71% of the leaders complain that their AI applications are being created in a silo, meaning it's this vertical up-down spot where it's almost like an echo chamber, all right? And that's not good. We're going to teach how to break that, actually. It's actually a really easy thing to do. A stunning stat, 59% of executives say that they're actively looking for a new job with a company that's more innovative with generative AI. You know, something I want to say, it's a really interesting thing. Can I ask you a question? Does anybody here work for or own a service business, like a window washing company, pressure washing company, a mechanic shop, anything like that? Does anyone just say yes if you work for one of those kind of companies, a service based company? It's interesting, whether you own it or you work for it, AI would blow your mind. You can put your P&L, your balance sheet inside, load it up, and speak to the AI and say, can you evaluate this part of my balance sheet and look for things that I'm doing wrong? You know, put all your accounts receivable and everything in there. It can do that. It could build a whole new business plan. It could build advertising for your company. Think about just saying, hey, can you write me an advertising jingle for a radio station, but get in depth, go really in depth. Like, assume that you are a potential customer for wanting to get your oil changed in this specific area of town or the city. Can you give me a 60-second script for a radio broadcast, things like that? You no longer need to go and pay people to do these things. And then if you don't like what it says, say, can you reword it, but give it this type of tone, or, you know, and it's incredible how much now you can do yourself for your company and become extremely valuable, or do it as the owner of the company and not need to pay anybody for it. Video editing, things like that. We see this coming out, right? It is going to absolutely decimate jobs. And I don't think that most people are ready for it. Now it says here, even these C-suite leaders who believe their AI integration is proceeding smoothly are handing down policies and tools to a workforce that is more frustrated than they are. Less than half, 45% of employees versus 75% of the C-suite executives think their company's AI rollout in the last 12 months has been successful. And a lot of this is because AI is moving so rapidly. It's being spoke of so much in the media. It's adding very serious frustration and stress in the workplace between the leaders who aren't going to the meetings to learn about AI. They're not going to, you know, these webinars or reading books on it or anything like that. They're pushing down, you got to do this, you got to do this now, got to get it fast. To the employees that are stressed and going, dude, this just came right out of the blue. And the sad thing is, a lot of employees that are in charge of AI understand, and like my buddy, he understands how many jobs are about to be lost from this. CFOs understand how many jobs are about to be lost from this. Think about a CFO. Now imagine this. You are the CFO of a massive company. I just want you to put yourself in this set of shoes. Your job is to balance the budget, make sure that everything's running efficiently money-wise. And it even comes down to the lighting and the heat in the building, this massive building. I'll say you're a huge company. AI can actually sense how many employees are in a room or in a massive structure, let's say a skyscraper, right? Hooked up to the heating and air vents. And AI can be implemented into the HVAC system to where it is constantly scanning for body heat and movement throughout the structure. And as people are leaving for the day, it's keeping specific lights on in specific rooms. If the employees forget to turn the lights off, it turns them off for them, right? It cools the room or heats the room appropriately for if there's people in there. A CFO is very interested in that, right? And you'd think, well, that's not going to take any jobs. Yeah, no problem. But on the same side, a CFO also knows that it's actually integrating. There's a way of when employees have to justify what they're doing, right? AI can balance out which employees are producing more work to be completed or are completing jobs than others, and produce you could input monthly or yearly performance appraisals, and AI can make suggestions on who to lay off and who not to. Also, putting in things like the employees pay, their pay packages and things like that. This is a big deal, and it's going to lead to more and more layoffs. Now, my thing is this story just goes on and on about all the stress between employees and employers. But the thing is that very few people see this is a life-changing technology for the globe. All right. It's not going away. All right. Because it's going to save companies money. There's no way it's going away. So you could either be a part of it or be left behind. So here's the thing. And I'm not joking. Like, who here, just type me, or if you wish you would have been a part of when email came out, you would have been, or websites came out. Like, I wish I would have been buying up domains or working on something to use email to make money, right? I mean, I was in high school when it really started opening up, when it was brand new. But after high school, nothing was stopping me from learning about, email marketing and email and how much, you could do with email to make money, right? Or to build your business, or buying websites, Pepsi.com, and then you buy it up and then Pepsi's like, crap, we're screwed. No, I'll sell to you for $1 million. There are people that did that. And then, getting ahead of internet stocks. Like, I wish I would have done that, right? And then, the housing boom. Thank heavens I was part of that. I did start in 2000 and bought up as many homes as I could. So I know what it's like to be before, when everyone was making fun of me. Like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your time with this? Or crypto. I mean, seriously, type me if you're like, I wish I would have bought Bitcoin at $1. Shoot, I wish I'd have bought Bitcoin at $100. My first Bitcoin is 500. And I got to see what happened with my net worth when Bitcoin went up to where it is now. You only had to buy like 10 Bitcoin, $5,000 worth. And hey, guess what? You got a lot of money. And or maybe some of us bought more. But the point being is that we all sit back and look back on times and go, I wish I was a part of it, but you didn't know anything about it. So here's the deal. I taught this course with Jared Tate. Jared's been a computer programmer all of his life. He's one of the most brilliant programmers I know, actually. And I'm not saying that lightly, like we all know a lot of programmers. He's done a lot in his career, and he started studying AI at Columbia in 2015. This is a big deal. And Jared called me a handful of weeks ago, scared to death, because he said, you have no idea what I just did. I've got the entire internet pretty much on my computer, and it's unhooked from the internet, and this AI model is working. This is scary stuff. This goes beyond everything we've ever been taught about AI. And he goes, I've coded more in a week than I've done in 2 years. And this code is coming out incredible. He goes, coders are going to start losing their jobs fast. And so we taught this course. We call it the basic course, but to be honest with you, by the end of the course, you're going to be programming your own AI bot to make a video game. You're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. Actually, there's like 3 different or 4 different exercises in there to really open up your mind and to get you ready for what's coming next. And that's the AI agents. So if you want it, the link's down below. I'll put a sale link down below. I think people need to take this extremely serious, because it is very serious. But it's a serious opportunity for those that take it serious now. All right, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. The Economic Ninja is out.